in less than a month, in the middle of this global pandemic, 23 million Americans could lose health care. Over 130 million Americans could be denied coverage or charged more for pre-existing conditions. So if you've got high blood pressure or diabetes or asthma, for people who are obese or suffer from some sort of chronic illness, and of course for anyone who's had a cancer diagnosis, and now for people who may have had the coronavirus, those adults would be subject to the denial of coverage or higher premiums the way it used to be before the Affordable Care Act.
Well, the most important thing is that we would have to pass federal legislation that would replace all of the patient protections and healthcare insurance subsidies that people currently depend on.
12 million adults who are on Medicaid could lose access to their health care. 2 million young people who are on their parents' plans right now up to age 26 could be kicked off those family plans. 800,000 people on Medicaid who are getting help right now with their opioid addiction through Medicaid programs could lose out on that treatment. I can tell you right now in the Hudson Valley, that's how we fight the opioid epidemic, is expanded Medicaid. There are 3.2 million people here in New York who will lose their access to quality, affordable health care if the Affordable Care Act is overturned. 8.3 million New Yorkers have pre-existing conditions, and they could see their coverage denied or their costs skyrocket. People may not remember this, but before the Affordable Care Act was passed, you could get denied your health care coverage if you were a surviving cancer patient, or you were having high blood pressure, or even if you became pregnant, you could lose your coverage or be charged more. Women could be charged more than men for the same coverage.
So we would have to immediately pass new legislation that fit whatever technical concerns the court identified, so that we made sure people continue to have health insurance and that people continue to have the ability to afford health insurance.
Since the Affordable Care Act was passed into law in 2010, my Republican colleagues on the other side of the aisle have attempted repeatedly to kill it. They've failed in the Congress, but 100 times attempted to repeal it. But having failed in the Congress, they've now moved to the courts. And on November 10th, the Supreme Court of the United States is going to hear a challenge to the Affordable Care Act that is being championed by the Trump administration and 18 Republican attorneys general.
The ideal situation would be that the Trump administration and the Republicans in Congress stop trying to kill the ACA, drop the court case. Short of that, I hope we win the court case at the Supreme Court, and then we can get back to work trying to improve the Affordable Care Act by lowering the amount people pay for their health insurance premiums. We can do that by dramatically lowering what people pay for prescription drugs, by making the big drug companies negotiate the prices in the Medicare program. We've got a plan to do that. That would be a big help to people. And that's what victory looks like, is continuing to expand coverage, lower costs, give people better access to quality care that they can afford. And that's what we have a plan to do. And if you look at the legislation that has passed the House of Representatives in just the last few months, it does all of those things. But we have to, first and foremost, protect the Affordable Care Act.